Raging Bull has officially become one of my favorite films of all time. Robert De Niro is outstanding in this movie, and in my opinion, this is easily his best performance. Joe Pesci gives a terrific performance as Jake LaMotta's brother, and I like their dynamic in the movie. The movie is flawlessly directed by Martin Scorsese, and the cinematography is incredible. The boxing scenes are well done, but if I'm being honest, I found myself more invested in the human drama going on outside the ring. The Departed is Martin Scorsese's best movie without a doubt. Leonardo DiCaprio is fantastic in this movie, and this is his best performance ever. Matt Damon's really good. Mark Wahlberg, though, phenomenal. He did an excellent job in this movie, and this is his best performance. Last Crusade is my favorite Indiana Jones movie. Harrison Ford and Sean Connery are both fantastic in the movie. They work well together, they have really good chemistry, and there's some really funny moments between them. The stakes in this movie are high. I really felt on edge whenever Indy and his father were involved with something. The action scenes in this movie are honestly the best they've ever been in the series. I absolutely adore The Last Crusade. This film is one of my favorite Spielberg movies, and it's in my top 5 favorite action films of all time. The Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie of all time. It has great action scenes, great score, and the best movie twist of all time. Mission Impossible Fallout is the best film in the Mission Impossible franchise. The action scenes are the best we've ever seen in this franchise. There's a lot of well-filmed fight scenes and mind-blowing stunts. This is the gold standard for Spider-Man movies. The movie does such a good job telling a personal, dramatic story and making us feel bad for Peter Parker in this movie. Alfred Molina as Doc Ock is flawless. His performance is phenomenal, and he is definitely a top-tier Spider-Man movie villain. Pulp Fiction is Quentin Tarantino's best movie. Samuel L. Jackson gives the best performance of his entire career. He has so many memorable lines in this movie, and he has really good chemistry with John Travolta. The movie is perfectly directed by Quentin Tarantino. The movie is also incredibly well written. There are so many famous lines, mainly of course. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris? They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese. They call it a Royale with cheese. Royale with cheese. The Dark Knight is a top-tier superhero film. This film was enthralling from start to finish. The score by Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard was excellent. And of course, Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker was absolutely flawless, and he definitely deserved his Oscar. Terminator 2 Judgment Day is a classic. As a movie sequel, this movie is better than the first one. Arnold Schwarzenegger gives the performance of his career in this movie. This is by far the best he has ever been in any movie. Linda Hamilton is incredible as Sarah Connor. Robert Patrick is brilliant as the T-1000, and the T-1000 as a villain is terrifying. The action scenes are fantastic. They're very intense, and you feel like the heroes are vulnerable. The effects in this movie are amazing, and if I'm being honest, the effects in this movie are better than what you see in most movies nowadays. Guys, what else can I say? Terminator 2 Judgment Day is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's by far the best action movie ever made. Logan is definitely a top-tier superhero movie. Logan isn't just the best film out of the solo Wolverine movies, it's the best film in the X-Men franchise by far, because this movie hit me on an emotional level and was more focused on telling a good, personal, dramatic story while having really exciting action scenes. The movie is also a perfect ending to Wolverine's story, and this is far superior to any of the other X-Men movies. The action scenes are very intense and gritty. The drama and the emotion felt earned, and of course, Hugh Jackman is the best he has ever been as Wolverine.